Greetings, fellow captains, and welcome back to another episode of World of Warships with the Hive Hand. And today we've got two replays for you, back to back, and both very similar games in like damage, kills, so on and so forth. But the big difference between the two is the amount of XP that I earn, and it's some very simple reasons why the XP I earn is significantly different. And why am I talking about XP so much? Well, of course, hard mode this time has a series of XP requirements to do the hardcore mode. Obviously, you don't need to do the hardcore mode. Don't rely on it to get the to get the black or the independence or both, whichever route you decide to go down. But essentially, I done this purely because. Well, I wanted to make a point and sort of help people out, and as you can see, I'm using the Dummies. Of course, I'm using the Dummies higher tier. The higher the tier that you play, the more XP that is available in general. So playing legendaries help, and of course, the Dummies punches like a very angry Ivan Drago, and probably punches as fast as Bruce Lee as well. Alright, it's got no armor, but my god, like, who needs armor when you can absolutely melt everything you come into contact with? And as you can see, you know, the opening of this game, that's 50k already, and that's with, you know, really speaking, only one target available, and yeah, it's 64, not quite 64,000, and the Flandre is down. Our first victim has succumbed to the might of the Dummies, and yeah, we're basically going to make this Kansas incredibly miserable. Like, that's another 30k's worth of damage almost. There we go. There's the next 30k. He puts all his fires out. That doesn't matter because, of course, our HE shells are still going to do some damage. He disappears from us for a few seconds. Takes a blind fire shot, and fair play, he actually hits us. But, you know, why would I not abuse this position they've given me? So I'm spotted. I'm assuming it's by the DD at B. So obviously we need to make some adjustments because, you know, we don't want to get shot back by that Kansas. That's 130,000 damage. Broadside Vanguard. So we switch to armor piercing, and yeah, there's the Kansas gone. There's our arsonist medal, and like, in all fairness, if the Alaska made a push, he might have actually saved this flank. And boom, there we go. There's 167,000 damage done in the first 5.5 minutes of the game. We've got ourselves 2 kills, and we're also going to pick up the cap on A. Now, in all fairness, I think, if I remember rightly, that's pretty much about this match done. As you can see, they've lost, what's that, 5 ships. We're only down 2, and their Alaska's over there looking incredibly unhealthy. I showed that mountain exactly who was boss, and there we go. We're going to try. He's at max range. These aren't going to be terribly easy shots to hit, but at least we're hitting him, and there we go. There's high caliber to throw that into the mix as well, and there we go. Someone picks up the other kill. It's 169,000 damage. I'm speculating at this point, I think the DD, because I was spotted at A in my position, I'm assuming he's gone north, and yeah, I got it completely wrong. The Vladivostok's down in the bottom corner looking for that magic pot of glue that's at the end of the rainbow. I have no idea how he managed to get himself into that position, but, you know, this was truly, you know, a complete arse whooping. I fire my guns because I'm hoping to get spotted, because I think the Shimakaze's to the north. And I was spotted when I fired my guns, but spoiler alert, the Shimakaze was not to the north. A little bit of in-game chat with the fellow Des Moines, the revered Tarsal. I don't know, I'm probably saying that wrong. And he's like, oh no, wait, I've got twist and track on because I'm using Beepley. The Shimakaze is not to the north, it's to the southwest. So Des Moines not the most agile of ships, or at least not so with my build. So I am going to have to take the long way around. And this is where he goes, oh yeah, my twist and track's pointing down there. So, well, yeah, there's not much we can do about it. He mentions, look where the taupes are. There we go. We can see the taupes off in the distance. So we know where the DD is. Myself and this Des Moines are going to sort of buddy up a little bit. He's like, I've got Beepley on. I can stealth radar. So I go out a little bit wider. He pushes straight through the middle. And basically what we're waiting for is the point in which the revered Tarsal is spotted. He's going to light up the Shimakaze and we're going to blow him to bits. We are currently, well, I am at least mourning about, God, why do they always run? Why? But why? You've lost the game. Just charge headfirst into the first ship you see, taupe it. Hopefully you take it out with you, and that'll make your stats look a bit better. Running around trying to survive is not going to help. And there he goes. He goes, I'm spotted. I'm going to fire up my radar, and yeah, this poor Shimakaze is just getting bombarded by absolutely everywhere. And that is it. That is the game over. That is 2,700 base XP for high caliber, first blood, arsonist, and 2 captures. So a good game. And it's like, well, why haven't I got 3,500 XP? Well, hopefully this battle will answer that question for everyone. So same game mode, domination. Domination is definitely, I find domination the easiest to get high levels of XP in. It's definitely easier than the standard capture the base battle type. But obviously, same ship. Not quite the same build. Yeah, the fighter Des Moines is the new meta. I'm joking. It was a complete oversight. This was one of the matches I played before I realised. I was like, oh yeah, like I need to put a radar on. Definitely run the radar on the Des Moines. It's such a good ship. So we're looking here. We're trying to find some shots on the Iowa. Because, it's an Iowa. It's a bit of a problem for us. I'd rather him be dead than alive. And, we've set a couple of fires already. Our damage is slowly racking up. We don't have shots on him. Yes, I'm hitting the mountain, but the rear turret is clearing. And we are, in fact, actually scoring hits on the Amagi as well. So, yeah, that's... I think things... There's not much action going on over here until right now, when the Worcester and Gross Curvers decide they want to take C. So broadside Worcester, of course, I'm going to use armor piercing. Yes, he's got better DPM than me, but DPM doesn't account for skill as well. And there we go. Boomf. Worcester gone that quickly. He's gone. He's out of the battle. We're not going to see him anymore. We take a couple of pot shots at the Ghost Curve first. He probably does the right thing and decides, I'm not going to mess with a Des Moines. And he slowly but surely hightails it out of there. Obviously, as you can tell for the moment, damage-wise, we are way behind where we were in the previous battle. But we have got 3 defend ribbons to our names, to our name. And that will be an important factor. So there we go. We're picking on this poor little Iowa again. I don't know if he has or has not disconnected. But there we go. We secure kill number 2, and we're up to 96 1,000 damage. We'd basically done 180 by that, or 169 was it by this point in the last game. Amagi pushes out. The Amagi was low health. I was like, yeah, DPM wise, I should probably be able to kill him before he can get his guns round, but we get a bit of assistance from our team, and Kagro was spotted, so of course I'm going to take some pot shots at the Kagro as well. And yeah, we missed a few of them, but it's all right. It's not the be all and end all. And he's a squiggly little guy, but there we go. There eventually we pick up the kill. Kill number 3 secured, 104,000 damage, and off to bully the Grosser Curve first. Oh well, we were until this carrier came along, and yeah, torpedo beats, shall we say. So because of that carrier, we are stuck completely broadside to this curve first. This could have ended our match really quickly, but thankfully our DD, I assume it was our DD, had sent some torpedoes and distracted the Gross Curve first from obviously just turning around and absolutely destroying us. So now, in all fairness, like, what a game for my team. We haven't lost. We are yet to lose a single ship. Yet the enemy have lost all but 3. They have a DD, a battleship, and their carrier left alive. Richelieu is spotted. He's the other side of the map. Unfortunately, he's a bit far out of our range. We do get some hits. He's broadside, so obviously going to use armor piercing, because the armor piercing, super heavy armor piercing on Des Moines, as you can see, does some nice damage. He angles out, so we do eventually swap to HE, another nice, relatively solid hit before one of our friendly battleships takes him out and finishes him off. Right, okay, so 124,000 damage, 1 capture, so pretty much the same. It's 30,000 less damage than we got in the last game. All right, we did yoink 1 more kill, but the big difference is those 3 defend medals. Like, I didn't get any defend medals in the previous game. If you want it, I've got another one. I've got a 2700 base XP loss, where I got a lot more defend ribbons. That would have been, close to a 4,000 XP game if it was a win, and it very nearly was. Shimakaze there, finally spotted. He's way down south for me, so unfortunately we're not going to get a chance to shoot at him, but we were paying attention to the general directions the planes were coming, and yeah, we're going to try and finish off the match by clearing up the Kaga. He's broadside, so we're going to switch to armor piercing. There we go. He gives us our Clear Skies medal, which, granted, the Clear Skies isn't something that we got in the last game. There we go. We finally get the high caliber. As we tip 150,000 damage. We're going to kill a couple of more planes because, of course, it's a Des Moines, and I believe the Kaga gets yoinked. But here is where the big difference comes in. Oh, look at that. You've reached a bunch of new milestones. Milestone complete. The 3,500 base XP is done and dusted. And why? Why? The defend ribbons. Defend ribbons are worth so much. It really is something that people need to embrace and focus on, particularly if you're going for these XP missions. Like, captures and defends are worth more than a kill. And defend ribbons are worth an absolute fortune. So keep an eye out for those. I wish you all good luck with the hardcore missions. And as always, until next time, take care.